Got it.
Hello and welcome. I'm Marissa Grace, and I'm here with Rita Klausova. Welcome, Rita.
Hi, and I'm Rita Klausova. How are you, everyone?
Now, Rita, you have a special story to share with us today, and it has to do with the passing of your mom. And this was about 10 years ago, is that right, that she passed?
Yeah.
So start telling us what happened 10 years ago, right before her passing, and take us on this journey of what happened.
Okay. First, I want to say thank you very much, Marissa, to have me here today. It's very, very important for me. And thank you for your big, huge heart and helping me with this too, to just talk about this, to have that story out of not only my heart, out of this place called memories. Okay. So
You're very welcome.
thank you. So it's been 10 years. In July 21, 2022, it's been 10 years. So we go back to July 5th, 2012. I was working here in America, in Nordstrom, as a seamstress, and I called to my mom. She was so excited, and she said that she want to go to visit her son in Israel, and she asked me to come and join her, and she asked me to give it to her, like not give it to her a guide, but be her like a companion. Okay, so we're going to the Jerusalem for vacation. I met her there, but before I met her there, I arrived a couple days before, and I do like to read books. So I just asked my brother girlfriend if you have any books. She said, yeah, sure. And I pull up the book. It's called I Died Yesterday. I don't even remember who is the excuse me. I do not remember who is author, but I remember the name of it. And it says, I died yesterday. And I thought, like, who could even write that book? Like, really? So when I put this on the table, I never touch it. I never read this. And I just keep thinking that I will read this. And it's right there. Then I go around, walk around just for find the place where I can take my mom. So she had problem with her heart. So before she came, I asked her to call the doctor, visit the doctor, and get them, like, the
Some tests done. How old was she then?
64. So I asked her to check everything, her heart, like blood pressure, everything. She told me that everything is okay, perfect, and I really want to see her too, because it's been like 8 years maybe or more. I don't see her. I don't remember even how long it's been. I was excited, she excited. So yes, that was, and 64, it's too young to die, I would say. So she came, me and my brother, we met her in the airport. She was breathing hard. I noticed this right away, but I don't tell the sister her like, oh mom, why you breathing like this? You just now arrived and you don't do anything like walking and you're already breathing like this. But I believe it's anxiety. So when her heart was beating, I can even hear that in my head. So I tried to calm her down. So try to make a joke. I'm so happy to see her, because it's really like every child like to see the parents.
Their parents, yeah, absolutely.
So even though we did have some bumps in the shoe in between, but it doesn't matter. Still, I want to see her. She want to see me. She want to do all this trip. And uh, long story short, I go and just make all these strips for us. Like um, I book it everything for 3 days. I guess we have to do this, and it's like 1 week we just walk around the place where my brother lived, and then there's was 3 places we have to go and visit, which is it's been 21st, 20, and 18. This is 3 days. We have to just go to beautiful Holy Land places. On the third day, when we visit Nazareth, it's a very beautiful place. We don't really eat outside, but she did drink some water from the ground. And when I make pictures and stuff like this, I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I just drink this water." I said, "Why? You have heart problem. It's one. And second, you never know like what in the water."
Mhm.
And she said, "It's holy water." I said, "I understand that, but you better stay away from everything put on the ground, and it's kind of like not secure for you." So, there is have like when they put Jesus, when he
Mhm.
died, I don't know, the stone of it, she just go and start to kiss it. And again, I said, "Okay, why you just don't put your like hand in there and just kiss your
Right.
hand through your hand, because it's kind of like everybody kiss it, and it's you cannot to do that." She's like, "God love me, God save me, and Jesus love me." And I said, "God love all of us, but we have to be careful a little bit." And then in the church, I videotape her, and she like kind of like freak out because old fashioned. Don't make a video of me. Just go and do this. Is all around here. It's beautiful. I said, "It's okay. I still can videotape you. It's good for memory because I asked her to come with me to America, and she don't want to. And we are from Uzbekistan. I was born there, so my mom from there." Uh, yeah, and she have like that shy little bit and her. And while I videotape her, I just heard that here somewhere. It's been asking me. It says, "What do you think when she will die? Would she say I'm sorry?" And I jumped. I get scared because I heard that, and I'm like, "Why am I hearing this? Like really?" So I close the camera. I just go with mom and I say, "Let's go sit down somewhere." And I start to just processing what I just now heard.
So it was like a loud voice that you could hear like clearly, like a person talking.
You know what? It's like a very wise voice, and it's very calm. And it's in the church, inside the church. Like how this is gonna happen to me? Like what's going on? And it's like really somebody talking to me. Um, that's what I heard. So then we get out from that church, and I see that she couldn't walk. It's so hot in there. She don't wear a hat. Oh my gosh. "Mom, please wear a hat, wear a hat." "No, no, no, I don't want it." And it's very hot in there, very hot. "Mom, drink some more water." "I don't want to." And she just reject everything what I ask her to do. She will just, "No, I don't want to." Okay, so and I see that she's tired. I said, "Okay, let's the group go. We will sit here. I will sit with you. Let's just calm down, a little bit relaxing." So just for people, I want to just give some good advice. If you go with your mother and or father, any trip or whatever, visit some places, just be more, pushy. Wear the hat, take more water, and if there is have any place to sit down, or even better, like a wheelchair, like
Mm-hmm.
for the handicap, whatever, just do it. Because when we go on the way there, we was in a bus, and I hear the same voice. It says like she will die. I'm like, why she's dying? I'm like, Mom, did you buckle up? No. What do you mean no? You should buckle up because who knows what happens with bus. So I get up, I buckle up her, I buckle up myself, and it just again it's make me think like why it's keep saying to me that she will die, like what's going on? And I keep saying no, she will not, no, and like it's insist, but I insist like it's not her time, no. And then I don't even understand why I have that in that moment. And it's on 20th July, no 21, I'm sorry, 21 July. So, and it's kind of like already 3 warning, okay? I got same day. And then when we come back from all this is 3, from all this is the whole day, very hot, difficult, excited, but very, we went to the store, right? She started picking a stone and she just want a stone. I want this stone, I want this. I'm like, why you pick up the stone? That's also make me worried because when we bury people, we put the, like a stone and it
Mhm.
says like, we love you and stuff like this. And it just the grave. But
Right.
I said to her to not do that. I will just buy for you a beautiful cross. She said, "Hmm, okay." Kind of upset with me. I said, Mom, you don't need a stone yet. Kind of like try to delay the thing. But this is still, everything was there. And too much worried about things like it's there, but I still reject that.
So it was giving you all the signs and she was giving you the signs.
Yeah. And
She,
it's right there. It's just talking to me. And it's like there is no way I can delay that. Okay. And I don't pay attention to this because I don't want to she go yet. Doesn't matter what kind of relationship we have, bad, good, bumps, good, again, arguing, not arguing, loving, no loving. I still want my mom there, right? For me, of course. And what happens? We come back home, and first what I notice is that she is bump on the wall. And I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? She said, I don't know what I'm doing. So the first things first, if somebody says to you that I don't know what I'm doing, you kind of like have to be alarm already. Okay.
Mhm.
And again, I ignore that. Like, okay, from the very bright sun outside, when she get inside the house, it's like a corridor and it's a little bit dark in there. Just because she's older, the eyes is not really like sharpy good and she can see everything good. It can be dark in there, right, for her, and she don't know where's the door. So I asked her if she's okay. She said, I'm okay. And then it starts. Oh my gosh. First of all, I see she eating soup and it's all like there is like oil, like it's not light soup. It's just like very heavy cholesterol soup. And she shouldn't eat that. And I asked her, why are you doing this? And she said, I love this. I want this. It's my body. And I tried to, many times I tried to put her on some good diet for her, And she said, nope,
No.
nope, it's my body. I'll put anything what I want. Mom, how about just chicken soup? No, I need all this is fried things. Okay. So, yeah, she ate that soup too. And then everybody go to bed. And I'm the one who sleep in the living room, okay? Because there is not so much room in there. She started to throw up. And then I believe she have some diarrhea too. And we are said like, Mom, maybe you need a doctor. And we are in Israel. I'm guilty about. I do not know the address where I'm staying with my brother. That's the first what I would suggest to people to know where they go. It doesn't matter what language they people talking. They always have to have small vocabulary
Mhm.
always write down the address, like you can communicate to people on the phone, know how to dial, here it's 911, but how to dial anywhere
An
for help,
emergency, yeah, for
for
emergency.
the right, for the help. And another, what I would say that, of course, have that insurance with you. Like you have to have that insurance, the health insurance. Because somebody travel without, like my mom travel without. I have my insurance, but my mom don't have this, right? And she worried so much about my brother paying money, and she just kind of like worried about us paying for her because I'm a mother.
Mhm.
I was supposed to help you. You're not supposed to help me, but I'm okay. Okay, you're sure? And her blood pressure come very high, and she take pills because doctor said so, right? And when person get scared and she go throw up, as you remember I said, right?
Mhm.
She's going throw up. So she think if she took this little pill, it's really tiny one, it's enough. It just put in your mouth and it's go to your system, go to your blood right away. But she don't think clear anymore because that pre-heart attack situation in her body start to shut down on her. And she just kept taking them. I don't know that, but she kept taking those things. And like she bring her blood pressure so down. And then my brother go to work. She still continue in the morning throw upping. And it's 22nd July. So this is happened so quick, so quick. Whew, okay. I was going the computer to check everything, and it says like she can have pre-heart attack. And I said, no, no, no. She said everything good. She don't say like she really need that help. She thought like she is get poisoning from the food. Then I start to think maybe because it's all fatness that
Mhm.
she ate. I just close computer and I want to sleep because I don't sleep all night. She throw up and go to toilet, and it's kind of like always alarming. Then she go to sleep in the morning. My brother go away. I mean, he went to work, I think. His girlfriend go too, and then I see dream. I stay in a hill somewhere like in the mountains, very high. I see the sky and I see cliff and I see my mother-in-law from previously marriage. She's swimming there and it's very dirty water. It's like a lake or a river, but it's not ocean or sea, but it's like small, maybe a river.
Mhm.
And it's not clean water in there. And she have big, huge hat. And I know like my mom behind me in my dream, and I see a table in front of me, round table. And I said to my mom, look, who's swimming in there? And I know like she's right behind me. And when I look, she just puff like a smoke, and she just disappeared. And I said, it's okay, it's okay. I will find her. But what my mother-in-law doing in there? Like, but she's not anymore my mother-in-law. But I know like my mother-in-law died too before my mom go. She died in 2011.
So she was already passed.
Right, and she's swimming in that river or whatever. And I don't get that connection yet. And then I see was on my left, there is big, huge table, round one, white one. And I see there's like a big, huge bird landing on this table. And it's look like a face, like I mean, it's look like a face, like a human face.
Mhm.
But with the feathers, it's not a beard or something. I even have a drawing. I draw this just to not forget about how it's look. back then I had two cockatoos and they're white, and I thought like it's my birds come. I thought like how they found me, and I reached my hand to touch it, and it's look at me like, don't you dare touch me. I'm like, oh, so special, like, okay. And now I said, because I can see big too, and I know how painful it will be if they will bite you. You know, it's like
Right.
they can just break your a bone in your fingers or something. I'm like, okay, I'm touching you. I said, so special you are. And that's don't even talking. It's just kind of like
Telepathically.
telepathically. And you know what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's so powerful. And it's just like, do not dare touch me. I'm like, "Ooh, okay." So, and I'm like, wake up. Okay. And I sit down and I see my mom came to the living room. She sit down and I said, Mom, I just now saw a dream. And I just tell all this is dream. And I kind of like talking to myself or something. And I'm like, Mom, did you hear what I said? She said, like, what? I said, what are you doing? She said, I don't know, because she have, I think she, yes, she have underwear and she have a toothbrush in her one hand and right hand. I'm like, what are you doing? She said, I don't know what I'm doing. That's another signal that it's pre-heart attack situation.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be alarmed. But I don't want to judge myself like I was so stupid or not educated. I've been through all this 10 years ago. So now I'm different. Now I'm changed. And I will tell you later why and how. Let me finish this story really quick. So my mom go to her room because my brother give it to her room, right? So I walk after her because I'm not sure what she's doing, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And when she turned around, I was behind her, and I look straight at her, and she look at me, and I know like she don't even see me, but she know I'm there. It seems like she looked through me, and that the look in her eyes, it's like dark, something like darkness in there, and I know like it's fear in there,
Mm-hmm.
like a panic attack. And she said to me, Ritka, I feel so bad. She sit down on the bed, roll over on her left side. I run to the phone, start to call to my brother, and I said, you have to call ambulance. She passed out, and I don't know what to do. You have to just call to the ambulance. Guess what he said to me? He said,
What?
I don't know how to do that. I'm like, what?
Doesn't he live there? He
He
lived
lived,
there.
he lived there like 27 years.
And you didn't know how to call an ambulance.
No, that's more than like, it's shocking, okay? So I said, I don't care. She's passed out. Just called it, I don't know, just do something. And I just hung up on him. I said, door will be open. Um, the just I need ambulance. What I did, I run out of the house. I knock every door. Listen to this. Every door in how you call that?
In the building, in the
Yes,
facility.
I think it's like I don't know. It's just like his door, and there is two door here downstairs, like two floors, and there's like five of the like five rooms. See, I start to nervous. Okay, calm down, Rita.
It's okay. So it's a building complex.
Right, but no, I start to get anxious because the brain is so tricky. It just get back. Let's take you back so sharply in that moment, and then you start to just feel all this is anxious, like you are not good enough to help. You are like nobody, like you are not doctor, you are not a nurse, you are not God, you are not this, and you just keep saying that things to yourself. Back then, I said that too many things to myself. I just beat up myself with all those thoughts. Running everywhere, go outside. There is park. There's always have kids and parents and grandparents, many people in there. Nobody.
Everything was empty. Nobody was answering the door.
There is nobody. Nobody opened the door. I made a friend in there. She's a Jewish woman. She even like to speak English, so I kind of like practice with her English. She taught me Hebrew. Even she wasn't there, but she's like supposed to be home. In my head, everybody's supposed to be there, but where are they? Nobody. Like how it can be happens like this to me? Like where are the people who supposed to help me? Where is these people? There's no one, so I have to go back to apartment. And I see that she keeps saying we have to go and call to my sister because my sister will be so worried about me. I said, sure, mom, we will. Just let's go, like, get dressed and stuff like this. And she has that teeth like in
Mhm.
and out. So she put them in and she bite her tongue. And I hear the not really good sounds of kind of like snoring, but it's like very like a empty bag come out. Like it's like, I don't know how to explain this, but it's like a bag of air. And when you make it tight, it just make a noise. I'm sorry.
Mm. It's okay. Trying to
Yeah.
explain it as best as you can.
Exactly. So, and I freak out because it's not even sounds right, because it sounds like different thing. It's not even snoring. So what I did, honestly, I get so panicked, scared. I grab her arm, pull this up because she lay down on her side and start to massaging her back. And it's heart attack. And I have no idea what it is, okay? And just start to massaging this. And I hear that she's take the breath in and then like out. And I understand that her teeth is biting your tongue too. And I know like it's on the way to breathe. So I don't know. I have no idea how I did. It's very difficult, but I put my finger in between her teeth and I open this, take this out. And she's still breathing like this. And I start to just yell and scream, Mom, do not do this to me right now. And I just keep saying that. Mom, don't do this. And I just massaging and please, Mom, stay with me. Don't do that. Don't do this. And the shocking things, again, that voice. If not now, then when? That's shocking me very much. I drop everything. So arm, stop massaging. I start to walk like a tiger in the cage and think, right, okay. If not now, then when? And I don't know answer. When? What do you mean when? Not now. How about just not now? And it's don't talk to me anymore, right? And I start to realize that something going wrong, like something not right. It's not fit me as a person with a life person. And I start to see that my mom lay down there and I see her energy come out of her body from the toes, go up. My reaction, I jump on top of it and I just start to wear this back to her body. And I'm just doing this. And then I understand what I'm doing. And it's kind of like, tell me, you're not God. You can't do that. Just stop doing this. I'm like, uh-oh. And I have to be a witness of it, okay? I look at this, I see how it's come out. It's so beautiful. Like, see the things behind me, like white and
Mhm.
sparkly. That's more white and more sparkly in you can call this soul, you can call this energy. With that, without that energy, our body like nothing, it's dead, it's just body.
Right.
So what happens, she's come, I would say she because it's still part of her, right? It's come out of here. I can see it. It just come out from all her, from toes, up, and it just come poops out and it just fly away. I mean, how fly? It just come out, start to, she show up to me like she's 25 years old, short hair, very, you know, like nice, beautiful hair, very beautiful dress. I never see that dress, but it's beautiful.
So when her soul came out of her body through her pineal gland, when you're
Yep.
pointing over here, she then transformed into an image of herself when she was younger. Is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
Yeah. And she showed to me that I'm beautiful. I dressed up gorgeous and I will dance. And she dancing, you know, and I see poop through the ceiling. She's gone. I'm like, oh, no. And I know she will never, ever come back to that body anymore. I know that. I can feel this is with everything. So what I did, I jump on top of her again, grab her wrist and start to looking for pulse. And I know I will not find the pulse. I know that. So I touch here, everywhere, try to find this. And I understand like there's no pulse anymore. And I see with my eyes, like from tip of her fingers, it start to get blue and come like the blood go up to her shoulder and all her side get blue. I see that with my own eyes and all her side get blue. And I said, that's it. She is gone because all this is blood go to her brain. Boom. And I said, she will never come back. And when it happens, all this happens. My brother show up and he said, go do CPR. I said, she's dead. No, go and do the CPR. I said, first of all, I really don't know how. Second of all, it's like 20 minutes, she's dead. This is happens like this. Everything happens so quick. You can't, boom, like go to this, to the switch light on and off. Turn on light in your room and then switch this off. That's how fast she
Well, her time is up, right? You know, it's part of our soul contract. When we come into this plane, we already have our date, you know,
Right.
set of when we decide to leave. She had obviously decided that was her time to go. And
Yeah.
that's why you were hearing those voices. But the human in you was under denial, which is normal, right? Because we don't understand because we're so limited, but what our mind can understand and accept, right? Because it's very limited to this earth plane.
In that moment, 10 years ago, I do not know so much what I know now. But back then, I was suffering because I'm not even a nurse who would know CPR. This is another tip. If you go to trip, it's very like affordable.
Yeah, to get a training class and get a
Yeah,
CPR
check
training.
this is on YouTube, whatever it is, just you have to know this is, you have to know this, okay?
But even if you did all those tricks,
Yeah, that's
if it
again,
was her time and you were getting the warnings,
nobody will stop you. I get
Yeah.
many warnings, but nothing even click me to go and do like, mom,
let's go to the hospital.
little
And
bit chat. Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
and do the doctor. She would say no just because she's in another country. She don't know anything. It's different price. She don't want to press my brother with the money. She don't want to press me with money. It's all about money. Okay.
Mhm.
So, but it's another thing, like it's all knowledge, what you know, or you don't know. Okay. That's
Right.
either you know, either you don't know. But what happens it's beautiful what happens. That this, it's not really what we have to be afraid of. We have to learn what this is. Like, we have to learn how it's crossover, why it's crossover, like why person alive today and it's gone tomorrow. We have to learn all about this too, because we do learn everything about birth and we do learn everything about life, but we avoid to learn what this is. That's another thing. So when my brother come over, he said, do CPR. I couldn't do this, but I still do. This is the way I know. He's kind of like massage her feet. And I know, like, I kissing my dead mama now, and she's still warm. This is only one thing in my head. She's warm. And I know she will never come back. And then doctors show up. So they take us out from the room. Then one of doctor come out and he asked about insurance. I said, no, I don't know. And because I'm in shock, I have insurance, but I keep saying, no, I don't have anything. I don't know. And it's just me. Go back there and just save her. I know, like, she's gone. And I keep saying to him, go and do your job. Just go and save her. Like, how much you can be into your, like into your thoughts, like expectation, I would say. Why I expect that that person will make better job than I do or did, and why he just don't go and do his job. So he go back and he's come back again. And this is what he said. We make her heart work, but her blood pressure does not come up. Her heart cannot to work without that blood pressure because somehow her blood pressure is so low. And nobody know why. So which just means I understand, because the pills, before she died, she just put the pills. I'm like, what you taking? She said, it's for my blood pressure. It's okay, it's good. How I know it's good? I don't know, right? But she keeps saying, and I don't have doubts or do not believe to her, because she know better what she's doing in my let's say perspective.
Right, because she went to the doctor, so you're assuming that
Right, that
she's
is everything
following. Yeah.
perfect. But no, so now they pronounce her dead. And I'm sitting, I'm not crying, I just not understand nothing, I'm shaking, because when I get stressed, all my body gets so uptight, all my muscles get so tight. And then when I get relaxed, it start to shaking, like I don't have muscles at all. So they say, what we will do? The Jewish usually bury people same day when they die or next day. And what happens, I said, I cannot put her in a grave right now because I'm not ready for this. My mental is not ready because she's warm. I know, like, she's still warm. Maybe like she will arise again. I don't know. I can't just do it today. Like, can we just wait for tomorrow? Sure, we can wait for tomorrow. So tomorrow, I don't even remember what happens. Evening time, night time, I don't remember anything. Tomorrow we go and bury her, and when we are in the cemetery, I look at her. I came to her, like I touch her, and I jump back, like, why she's, and me asking why she's so ice cold, and I ask everyone, like, why she's so cold, and I look at everybody, like everybody will give it to me answer. I not even process that she's gone. I saw everything. She's gone. I know she will never come back, but I still believe like she's there. She will just sleeping. She will just come up because it's all stress. It just shock you.
Yeah.
And
You were still under shock.
yeah. And then what happens? Everybody look at me like, are you okay? Or like, she's dead. And then I look at everybody and I see this is look like wake up, woman. She's dead. I'm like, okay. And the I think it's pastor there. He said, if you want, you can kiss her forehead. I said, she too cold. I can't. And I remember I just now did CPR because she's warm. And when I touch, she's ice cold. I can't just even click this that I will see her last time or kiss her last time. I don't care. It's cold. I can't. It's just in my brain. I can't kiss a cold body. Not judging myself, nothing. It's just there. I can't touch it. I don't want to be here. Take me away. I don't want to put her in a grave. Just I don't want to see all of it. Nothing. Just take me away from here. So finally we did everything what we're supposed to do. Go back to home. I don't remember how it happens, but nighttime. It's not. Yes, nighttime. 3 a.m. on July 23rd, I think. Yeah, morning. I couldn't sleep. I walk back and forth and I don't even think about nothing, just back and forth, and I don't know what to do. And I see my brother give it to us, a very small flip flop, the cell phone, very old one, just to call to us if we will get lost in Israel, right? It start to spinning on the table. It's just spinning and it's blinking and with the numbers and stuff like this. I know like nobody can call because nobody know that number. My brother's sleeping in another room. I don't put the phone on the alarm, nothing like that. I grab the phone and I understand Radu because I can feel this. And I said, Mom, if this is you, try to tell me something. I will put this phone back on the table. And if this is you, and if you try to tell me something like, if I have to go to a hospital, you will do this again. You will spinning this phone for me, and it will be a signal for me to go to hospital. If not, I will just calm myself down and I will go and get some sleep. Guess what happens?
What happened?
You don't want to guess? What do you think happens with this phone? Is this spinning again or just shush and I go sleep?
I don't know. I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, now guess, just one guess. Is this like only two guesses, yes or no? Spinning or
I'm
not?
gonna say no.
Okay. I put that phone back to the table. In a few seconds, not 1 second, few seconds, it started spinning again. And I said, I understand you, Mom. I'm going to hospital. And that thing shut down and stopped spinning.
She wanted you to go to the hospital.
Because I don't feel well. I knocked the door to my brother's room and I said, take me to hospital. I know like you have to go to work, but now you take me to hospital and go whatever. I will stay there alone. I need to go to hospital. Are you okay? Really? What you want? And he just asks questions. I don't even remember the questions. He asked me many questions. Are you sure you want to? And sure. Can you please, without any questions, just take me to hospital? And I just go to hospital. They took my blood. I still have these papers. Doctor came to me and she said, did you do any exercise yesterday? No, but my mom died and I kind of like make myself so tight. And then I maybe relax and something maybe happens. I don't know, but no, only I make myself tight when I just pull her arm, do the massage to her back. So she said, I don't like
It's okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath and just take a moment.
The doctor says to me, if you not show up today, in the morning you will be dead. I said, why? What this means? Like, what you find in my blood, as they say, it's a CK. Everybody have CK in the muscles. So the sportsman And sportswomen have that in them, right? When they take some, like when they want anabolics, they take anabolics and the muscles is just tear off, and they can die with a heart attack because it's attacking heart. That's CK. So she said, I just know everything. It's like, you have to have this is like 20. Okay. It's you have to have this is like a 20 milligrams or so. But I have 2,000 of it in my body everywhere. And they put like 4 IV in my body, 4 big, huge 4 IV to clean up everything from my body. And they say, like you're very lucky to be here right now, because if you waited for another 5-10 minutes, she don't talk about in the morning, you will be dead. And then I said, thank you, Mom. I know that I can't save your life, but thank you to save mine. And I said, I will figure out how I can help to other people. So that was it's very painful back then. And then in the morning, they let me go. Afternoon, I say, I cannot remember. But I still keep this paper with me. I can't get rid of them because that's the last things what my mom did for me. So my mom always want me to be like a medium. She always take me places, like to another medium, like I can learn something. And it doesn't matter, you're medium, you're not medium. If this is time for you to go, you will go. And I know there's have so many people who blame themselves for loved one, that they also can be angry, like it's too soon that you leave me here, or what if I will do this, what if I will save my loved one this way, or if I will do this and this and this, and there's so much this and so much if. I would say to you, no, there is no if. It happens. It just happens. There is have a moments like you can save somebody because they're supposed to still live, because it's their own journey here, learning how they can deal with the problem or with the disease or with the sickness, whatever it is. So my mom, she came and she's supposed to live all this 64 years and be gone just like that. And more to it. When I was 25, we have an argue and we fighting with my mom, right? I said, why you yell and scream at me? When you will feel bad and it will be like the end for you, you will be in my hands. And I don't know why I said that. It's just like overwhelming when she yelled and screamed at me. Because our parents know better and kids know better, right? So I would say, why you yell and scream? Anyway, I have 3 siblings, and I said to you will be with me. So back then I knew that it will happen with her and me, it will be together. My brother even not there, my sister wasn't there. Everything, like you can predict some, but you cannot stop anything because it's not up to you. It's very, and you know what, again, it's not my time to go back then. She just saved me. Maybe I have to do more than I did before. I don't know back then, but now I know better, right? And I learn a lot. So when it's like my brother texted me, he sent me a voicemail. He said, today is 10 years as our mom gone. Please do something with your friends, with your family, just for her memory.
Mm-hmm.
You know how quick it's get me back to that pain? In a second, my brain just go back to that 2012 immediately.
Because you went through a trauma, you held the trauma in your body, but when you clenched your muscles, you held all your emotions inside your body. So your body still remembers, it still has that memory as if it just happened yesterday. So when by him bringing that up, it just woken up that memory within your cells that are still in your body. Your body still remembers that.
Yeah. And I said, what life is. That's my thoughts right away. Even though I have all this is 10 years, I learn a lot and I know better. And I just start to beach on it. Why this is life like this? Why this? Why that? Why she have to come and go? Why my father died? Why I'm even here? What the purpose of my life? And I just start to like a big, huge roller coaster with the bad news in your brain. And then I said, oh, stop. And we do have like two of us. One is a bad, one is a good. And the good one right away, Rita, just stop. What are you doing? How about all this is 10 years you did this. And
It was a turning point in your life. So that's how you got to look at it. It was that moment, it was a turning point in your life that changed everything, right?
my point is that you will never live the same life when you lose somebody you love.
Right.
Even if this is crossover, or you just lose somebody that you like desperate love and there is no answer for this love. My point is that you have to learn how to live with this, which is means people say time will heal. No, it's not. I don't
It's
feel
gonna be different. It's a
it will
different
just be
life.
different.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not heal you, it's not kill you, but it will be all different. If you learn how to coping this and you give it to yourself the reason and goals to live for and just achieve them, then it will be much better for you. But it's so sharpy when somebody that is have more different and very horrible situation and stories. People lose even the pets. I lost cat. Oh my gosh, I was crying like crazy. And then I said to myself, listen to this judgment, okay? Rita, you don't even cry like this when your mom died. I'm like, huh? I said this is to myself. I judge myself. I again beaching on myself. And then how you can say that it's been so many years back then? You don't even remember like how much you cry. How you can compare one cry to another cry? It's like all
Right.
the time different.
Well, like you said, it's that other voice trying to make you feel guilty,
Yeah.
trying to just beat you down, but you can't allow that to take over.
No, you have to live life. It's your life and you don't owe to nobody. You just have to live. You owe to yourself.
Right.
That's it. Love yourself, spread this love everywhere. Just be yourself and learn as much as you can because learning it's a good. It's good for your brain, for your future, for your family, for yourself, for everybody. And
Absolutely.
if you know how to call, where to call, what to do when it just happens, you have to know everything, at least the basic of the health. So it's tough to remember this, but I'm glad that I did. And if I cry, I still need to work on this. So I shouldn't feel that pity to myself that what happens just because I couldn't help to my mom.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
and
you have to remind yourself that you did do everything that
what
you
I
could do,
could
that
do that.
you knew at the time that you could do. So you did everything that was in your capability to do. You were in a different country, you didn't know the language, you didn't know where to call, and the one person that should have known didn't even know.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's not, you have to remind yourself that was not your fault. It was out of your hands. And it was something that was meant to happen that way and the way it did. And and maybe you were meant to experience that.
yeah, because that moment pushed me so far away from what I was back then. So now I learn so much. I learn Reiki, I learn CPR, I learn all these symptoms for heart attack, I learn RTT, I learn QHHT, and it's all hypnosis. And plus, when I'm with people, if I know I can help to them just to talk to them about something like that,
Mhm.
I will talk. And unbelievably, many times I tell this story to many people. And just it's good that we can do this is like right now, today with you. I can do this is with you and tell more people about all the situation. I'm only one person in the earth what happens to me, but there's have so many people who is just like my story. I'm sure like you have your own story too, uh, which is
Absolutely. We all,
heartbroken.
heartbreaking experiences. And yeah, so many people do experience death with a loved one, right? And it's a painful experience.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sharing your story. And it's definitely gonna help somebody out there that can relate and understand. And also could have some understanding about what happens, when somebody dies, right?
Um,
Because
uh,
that's the fear that a lot of people hold, is that once you die, that's it, it's the end. There's nothingness, but there is.
no, it's not true. Can I tell you something? That's
Uh-huh.
it's not really the end. The end with the physical body.
Yeah.
That's true. But spiritually, it's never end. I was sleeping. I was married back then. I sleep with my husband, right? My husband here, and I feel like train the wagon. 7 of them go through me, and I can hear this. 7 of them. And it's again, the voices says to me, do not be afraid of this. I'm like, okay, how about him? He's like, and it's shaking. Okay. I said, is he will be okay with this? They said, do not worry about him. I'm like, okay. And last wagon is just take my soul out of my body. And I end up in some kind of like it's when I look at this, it's very beautiful and it's all like a molecular.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at my arms, I don't see my arms, I see molecular, but my mind know that it's my arm. I know this is my body. I know like I'm like individual right there. And I see all this as even if this is room, I understand where is the walls, where is the ceiling, and I see arch. And in this arch, I see my mom. And she dressed up with a long dress, not that the beautiful one she dance and flip and go away from me. So she was in with the long gown, like a nightgown or something, but it's like a white. And I said, Mom, what are you doing here? So she don't talk to me. She just flew to another room. I start to flow after her and I feel, that's what I feel. One thing. I feel peace. No worries. I don't worry about myself, marriage, house, kids, pets, money, nothing. It's only peace in there. And she just guide me. I go one arch, and I look around, it's so peaceful and there's so much love in there. Like I can't even say love, because here in the earth, you don't have that feeling in here. It's different. It's like, it's just peace, very peaceful. And when third arch, there is the trick, okay? She showed to me everything where she is. I believe she's there either waiting, or either she's there and supposed to heal her soul, or whatever it is. But it's like people says it's like a nirvana. I never know what it is, but I know what I experienced there. I don't know why I showed this up, but she's showed to me that she's so in peace right now. And all this time I almost killed myself with thoughts like, what if this, what if that, maybe I should do that. There is nothing like that, okay? So she showed to me the peace, the love, and next moment when I go the third arch, bloop, and
You're
I
back
felt
in your body.
I'm back in my body in second, and it's painful and I don't like it. And I just squeeze myself to the pillow, to the mattress, and I said, no, no, no. And I start to beat the mattress with my face. I said, no, 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 mom, please take me back there, please. And I want to go back there. I don't want to do anything with the earth. I don't want to do anything to do with nothing. And she just left me like this, alone with this, like, no, 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 take me there. But and I couldn't sleep now. So I get up, I start to walk like a tiger here and there. And like, why in the world she showed to me this? Why I have to experience this? And why I have to stay in this body now? Like, why? Where's all this beauty? Where this is all peace? She gave it to me a small taste of it. And when it happens, you think like, why you here? What the purpose? And it just start to, work like crazy. And then I understand, like, I have to talk to my brother, that it's not his fault, that it's must to be like this, because he's still kind of like killing himself here.
He's guilty.
He feel guilty, and I keep talking to him about, it's not your fault. It's like none of our fault, because
Yeah.
it's her journey. 64, go. And we never know when we will go, because when we signed that contract, we just delayed it here, because we don't want to sit and just waiting for our death or whatever, right?
Right.
So I explained to him where she is. I explained to him that she is perfect, and I couldn't explain how much she's happy in there. And I talked to my sister, because she's suffering. She said, I supposed to be there too, but you guys never invite me there. And it just on and on. And she go through her grieving too. But like, when you know how to go through the grieving
The
fast,
grieving process. Yeah.
like fast enough, it's good, because when you're there alone on your own, it's not good. Like, it's really drive you insane. So, by the way, people who listen to us, Marisa and I, we can help to you to go through all this, and at least help somehow with the grieving. And it's more helpful if somebody help you and
Yeah.
give it
Through
to
the
you,
process of
give
grief.
it give it to you good tools for that problem in your life. So you are not alone. It's not your fault. Stop telling yourself, what if, what if, what if I will do this? Just stop saying that to yourself. Instead of do that to yourself, like negative stuff, just find us. We will help you. There's another books, how to help to yourself to go through that. Just don't be alone. Don't allow those bad thoughts eat you alive. Just don't do that. There's always help for you. Place on the earth, do your good things, and help to another people. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, this is a wonderful story, Rita, and thank you for sharing. And I hope it, helps somebody out there going through the same
Yeah.
pain or going through some type of grief. Um, so hopefully this will help you, that you're not alone. We all go through this experience. It may be all different,
Yeah.
but we all experience grief at some point in our lives. So I hope, this brings some light into your life.
Yeah.
So
And
thank you so much
yeah.
for
Also,
watching.
thank you so much because if not you, I don't think when I will do that on my own. It's difficult. So thank
Well,
you
you're
so
very
much,
welcome.
Marisa. Yeah, thank you so much to be here with me, for me, and I really appreciate that. It's very, very generous of you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.